Hey Ardent, we're here for Wednesday, April 22nd, and we're starting the day off with some interval work. So every 4 minutes for 16 minutes, we're running 4 rounds in this first segment. We're starting off with a 400-meter run, so we've went over this a couple times, whether you're doing Map My Run, just pulling up Amazon Maps and clicking on a neighbor's house, seeing how far away that is, or if you're super fancy and have a watch or a phone of some sort that can map that for you. You're heading out for that 400 meters. When you come back in, we're working through 25 wall balls. So Allison's going to demo a wall ball for us. She's going to get herself about arm's distance away from that wall. She's going to send her hips back, get down all the way below parallel, and she's going to drive from that bottom to thrust the ball up. Obviously, you guys don't have lines there, but aiming for like 2 feet probably above your hands, depending on your height. That's good, thank you. If you do not have a wall ball, we're just working on some thruster motion. So just like normal when we're in a class, we want to work on proper movement rather than being like, hey, I've got that 20-pound ball, so we're going to like hurl, throw, thrust. You want to make sure that you're moving nice and fluid through that motion, just like you would if you had a dumbbell, a kettlebell, or a barbell. She's still sending those hips back all the way down below parallel, standing all the way up to full extension, finishing with her arms locked out over her shoulders, hips, and heels. Intent of this workout is basically you're going to have a little bit longer on this 400-meter run, maybe early on in those rounds. We're looking at about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5, and then you're coming in and throwing an unbroken set. That's obviously the goal through all 4 rounds. If it gets a little sticky in the end, that's all right, but you want to be ensuring that you have at least a minute of rest, maybe 45 seconds for that last round, but you have a good amount of time to recover before you have to jump into the next set. You're going to be resting 5 minutes in between the first and second. Every 4 minutes for 16 minutes is going to repeat itself, except now we're going to be switching out that 400-meter run for a 500-meter row or 25-17 bike. If you don't have either of those ergs, then obviously you can head back out for a 400-meter run, trying to keep those time frames about the same, except this time you're going to come in and you've got that 25 kettlebell swing. So if you have a kettlebell, you're going to hike that into like a low groin position, keeping a nice flat back. She keeps her chest nice and big by keeping her shoulders back, finishing with that bell facing up towards the ceiling, shoulders, hips, and heels. Make sure that this is a hinge motion. It's not a squat motion. You want to be lighting up those glutes and hamstrings, using that rapid hip extension to move the kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell and just kind of hold it like you would at that top bell position, and then the swing should be the same. So if you don't feel comfortable, if maybe you have a bigger dumbbell going up all the way overhead, you can lower this to more of like a Russian swing. All right, have fun.